Santiago, Chile. Yes. So that piece, you can't see it, but it looks like a magnificent blue marble. And we were going anyways to Santiago, Chile, and of course I was doing the Googling the dark tourism, and actually, other than another dictatorship that saw a lot of victims from that, and I still have yet to create that piece, I came across this one interesting story, and it was a little bit morbid as well. And this is the first time I've ever done a piece about the death of a single person. This was a very violent homophobic attack against this young man. I won't go into details because it was very triggering. And he did not die immediately. There was a hospital close by, and then he died a few days later. But it left the nation outraged, completely outraged. And the president at the time, I can't remember exactly the president's name, then suddenly brought in all of these human rights laws that protected several different types of citizens, but certainly for the LGBT community, but as well for others as well. And they were just there was some hesitancy to bring them in. There was some, stalling by certain organizations as well. The church likes to be cautious sometimes, but at that point, it just became required, and it was a social conscious act from this president to do it. And that image is actually constructed, the source image of that are the windows of the courthouse where there were four assailants. They were tried and convicted. And it's a magnificent courthouse. I didn't know what part of the building I would take for the picture. There was a lot of glass, there was some wood, there was some interesting architecture. But in the end, when I come home and I sort through all of my pictures, so on any given trip, if it's a 2-week trip, I easily have 5,000 pictures. I just settled on that one. I know there's certain things I can do with certain types of images. Originally, when I started this series, it was more touch and go. But I knew that glass and reflections, blues work well. I put a little bit of a curve into it. And when it happened, it was just like, that's it. The process can sometimes take as little as 3 hours, or it can take 3 to 6 hours, or it can take 3 to 6 hours over several days. This was definitely something that happened in 3 hours. And it just, when I see it on the screen, I go, okay, I know that's the one.